Oh, Instagram. Does it ever make you want to beat your head against a wall? Do you basically have a love-hate relationship with this app? Because no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you feel like it's impossible to keep growing. Well, if you are feeling these things, you're in luck because guess what? Today, you are going to learn 4 techniques and secrets that are going to potentially skyrocket your Instagram account and actually allow you to see connections and success that you seek. So stay tuned for this entire video because you're going to get my 4 exclusive success secrets for growing on Instagram even in 2021. Hola Chica, welcome back. I never know what to do with my hands. I'm always like, hola chica, welcome back. All right, if you are new here, I am so excited to have you. And if you are not new here, you know I never like to waste time. So let's dive right into these tips. Tip number 1 is to create something that you can do consistently. So there's nothing worse than kind of getting into routine than realizing that you cannot actually keep this routine up. One of the most important things that you can do for not only your Instagram, but your business in general online is to do things that you want to do consistently that actually make you excited to show up. So with Instagram, have a creating content plan week by week, month by month, things that you can actually create consistently. It's very common to want to hop on any and all of these new strategies and tools, but it's truly most important for you to stick to what you know and stick to what you can do consistently that makes you happy, because your audience is going to begin to trust you when you show up consistently creating certain content that they can expect to see from you. So what I'm going to do now is actually hop over to my computer and show you a Instagram content 7-day plan. Now, keep in mind, you do not have to create content 7 days a week, every single week of every single month. You can definitely have a really spaced out plan and maybe only post a few times a week, but use this content plan as a really good jump start to get an idea of what you should be creating on Instagram and what people are coming to Instagram for. Also, pro tip, be sure to screenshot this content plan. That way, after you finish watching this video, or maybe if you have to pause it and come back, you can keep this content plan handy. And if you do screenshot it, be sure to tag MORGANTYNER on Instagram. That way, we can know that you have checked out this video and that you are implementing the strategies. And you will definitely get a really fun shout out if you do that. So without further ado, let's hop over to the computer for just 1 second. Okay, so I've got this pin. I made it as a Pinterest pin as well, this content plan. I just wanted to show you on Pinterest the potential for growth that you can have with your content. Check out the outbound links, saves, and even the impressions, which has actually even gone up a little bit, of this pin. So just a little fun tip for you if you are not utilizing Pinterest. Go check out my Pinterest YouTube video. I talk about how I literally 600 times my growth in Pinterest by some tools and some strategies I use. So, for example, you can do just a few of these different content ideas. You certainly do not have to post every single day of every single week, but this gives you a rough idea of, what you could do for your content plan for Instagram. So for Mondays, this is the first day of the week that you can basically get vulnerable with your audience. So think about the different experiences you've had with your business that would help someone else feel more confident or not as alone or more reassured or more inspired, and share those experiences that you feel comfortable with your audience. So Monday is a great day for that personal story. Tuesdays is where you can teach your audience something. So this could be an infographic, it could be a graphic, it could be an IGTV video, whatever type of tool that you want to use with Instagram. Use Tuesdays as a cool day to do that. So basically, this is where you flaunt that expertise. What you have to share and your experiences is something that somebody specifically needs to hear from you specifically. Maybe use this as a post to ask your audience what they are struggling with via an actual Instagram feed post. So my stories are a really efficient way to do this, but maybe if you're still trying to get some traction on your My Stories, do this in an actual feed post, then reshare it to your My Stories so people who go to that can see you have a new post, and then it kind of drives more traffic to that feed post you shared. Wednesdays, hump day, midweek, this is where you can share a client's pain points, the roadblocks, and something that you've helped fix or shift in their perspectives. So even if you do not have any clients yet at all, Ask your followers, again, what they're struggling with, gather all the results and questions together, and share your tips and answers. So this could be a really cool Q&A feed post, if you will. So maybe you have 3 to 5 questions that you're getting that are kind of consistent within, your My Stories or within your DMs, or something that you've seen even off Instagram, on YouTube, or even in polls on Facebook or in Facebook groups. Use these common questions that you are getting to basically meet those needs and answer those questions. Okay, Thursdays. So this is where you give an invitation to your followers. People want to be told to do X, to do something. So in your My Stories and even your feed post for sure, invite your followers to a free lead magnet that you have. Maybe it's a downloadable, maybe it's a PDF, maybe it's a simple free training that you offer via video. Share it in your IGTV. So I really think, it's really powerful to have this in video format because you're actually able to nurture your audience more, share a little bit more engaging content about what you are offering in this lead magnet. And what's really cool about IGTV is you can actually link that link to your free lead magnet within the IGTV caption or even the head title. So if you are not at 10K, for example, and you're watching this video, have no fear, because this is a way to actually kind of work the system and still allow your audience to click a link and be directed somewhere to action rather than just in your Instagram bio. Now, we're at Fridays. So Fridays is a great day to end the week strong and share a client's testimonial. So do you have any success stories? Talk about working with your clients. Maybe if you have not yet gotten clients, talk about some feedback you've gotten on your social platforms, some kind commentaries, some DMs you've gotten about people you maybe have inspired or helped or educated. Share this in your stories as well, but make sure that you are sharing these experiences with your audience, letting your audience know that you are actually helping people with specific problems, and it's kind of re-engaging them and re-bringing them back into your account and your profile and letting them realize that they are in a safe, efficient place to actually receive the help that they seek, and maybe even help that they don't realize they need. They're going to be triggered and see that within these client testimonials. Maybe there's a solution you solved or something the client says or someone in your audience has DM'd you that someone else is going to resonate with. Also, a quick tip for this is to put this in a highlight form on your profile. So what I mean by highlight is you see the little bubbles, sometimes little circles on people's profile, Instagram profile accounts. So these are basically My Stories that have been saved long-term on the main profile of a Instagram user. So save these success stories on a My Story highlight, maybe label it, success stories or testimonials or client wins, and put whatever graphic that's on brand with you in the circle, and make that a way people can continue to come and learn these stories long-term without having to go to an individual post that you shared. Okay, so Saturdays and Sundays, we're at the weekend. A lot of people decide that on weekends they'd rather not post actual feed content. But should you choose to, this is a great opportunity to really engage with your audience on a personal level within your lifestyle. So your audience wants to see who you are outside of what you teach, what your business is. So the more polarizing you are, actually the deeper of a connection you will make. So they will begin to trust you more because you are willing to not only be vulnerable about your personal experiences, but you are also opening up on some lifestyle tricks, some experiences you've had in your personal life that maybe could relate back to your business, but simply experiences that make you who you are. So your audience can begin to trust you because you're opening up about who you are. Maybe it's a struggle you've had with your kids one day, or your dog, or, your health and your wellness. So be open with that. Take this content plan, input yourself in it. This is the whole point of this, is to allow you to place your story, your brand, your business within it, but to give you some direction on the types of content that is really engaging on Instagram, even in 2021. So I hope this was super helpful. And now let's dive right back onto the camera. Okay, so soak all that up. I know that was a lot of information given to you at once, but it's so important for you to have a good idea of what performs best on Instagram when you are creating content as an influencer. So this really goes perfectly into my next tip, which is to be responsive on Instagram. As you are doing your content plan and creating specific content that's giving a actual human value, something specific that's solving their problems, you need to make sure you are responding to the engagement that you do get. There's nothing worse than seeing somebody who complains about not getting more engagement or more followers, and then they are not even being intentional with the few that they do have at the given time. So if you are not willing to engage with your 50 to 100 to 1,000 followers, you shouldn't be wanting more, because you should be really focusing on who you do have now, who is actually engaging and valuing what you have to serve them and what you have to offer them. And DMing them, responding to them, asking them questions, keeping the conversation going. Instagram is meant to be a community, a social platform to grow and connect and just feel like you're a little less alone. It's really cool that you can have this platform to still be able to connect with people, even in video, and feel a little less alone. So make sure you are responding to your comments. Something that's a really cool pro tip that you can do is before you post a new post, maybe on your Monday, Wednesday, Friday plan, maybe the Monday post that you shared, you go through and like all the comments that you get, and then on Wednesday, before you actually share your next post for that day, you go and respond to those comments. And what that can do is ping them and show them that you are up on Instagram, you are being active, and then when you share that new piece of content on Wednesday at whatever time you do, it kind of pings them to show them that you are active again, which becomes an opportunity for you to get higher engagement on that post that day. So being really intentional with how you respond, setting designated times of the day to go in on Instagram and be responsive, DM, find new people to interact with, having designated times like maybe even 5 to 20 minutes a day, and being very strict with that allows you to be giving the best possible responsiveness and engagement. All right, so tip number 3, and one of my favorites, is to collaborate. Let me repeat that. Collaborate with other like-minded industry leaders, thought leaders, experts just like you. And this is a really cool way for you to not only expand your audience and your reach, but also for the person you're collaborating with to expand their reach and their audience. So it's a really cross-pollinating, mutually beneficial process that allows you to also learn new tips and expertise from this other person who maybe teaches something similar to you, but because they're a unique individual with unique experiences, it's going to still look different than what you share because you are also a unique, totally unique individual. So coming together and basically allowing both your audiences to mix and kind of mingle, if you will, is a really, really cool way to grow your Instagram, and it will allow you to even reach more potential clients moving forward. So a really good example could be IGTV videos, which is basically Instagram lives that you have done with someone, maybe even more than one person now that Instagram's expanded that feature, and you can hop on that live, do a conversation together, talk about a specific strategy or topic or whatever it is, and then save that Instagram live as an IGTV. That way it actually stays on your profile and even the person you talk to, their profile as well. So a little pro tip for these collaborations is have some type of a plan. You want to have some plan, but not too scripted that keeps you from allowing room for intuition and just kind of spur of the moment enlightenment to shine through. But it's still important to have some plan of what you want to share and speak on, so that way you have some direction and kind of bullet points of main points that you want to make sure you do cover. Okay, so the fourth tip for today is to use the various functions and features of Instagram. Now, not everybody is going to be best served with their brand that they have to use video content. Maybe your brand is very much focused on graphics, and the best engagement and responsiveness that you get is by sharing quotes or fun images or infographics. But even if that's something that's very corely related to your brand and what you speak on and share, it's still really crucial to try out different functions of Instagram, like My Stories, maybe even Reels, to basically diversify the content that you share. Instagram really wants you to use their app in its fullness. So doing My Stories, even some videos, maybe if it's even once a month, along with these graphics or regular posts that you share on your feed, that's going to show Instagram that you are serious about using the app for your business and you are not afraid to try out new different tools and functions. Another really final additional bonus tip really that tags along with this is to not be afraid to think outside the box and get uncomfortable and maybe create content that you are not used to creating. This is something that's honestly going to spark your creativity and really keep you motivated and excited to show up on the platform, especially if you've been feeling demotivated by the inability to grow. Take these 4 tips, see how they do for you. You are a rock star and you deserve to have your amazing content seen and your just you're gonna do amazing things. And it's so exciting to think about that. We all have something unique to offer. I hope these 4 tips were amazingly helpful. Again, be sure to subscribe, hit that big red button below if this did bring you value. If not, no worries, I'm just glad you stopped by. And also be sure to hit that little notification bell at the bottom to be notified whenever I share a new video. And I do share new videos every week on Fridays. So thanks a bunch for stopping by. If you are new here, I'm so glad you came. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Besos.